Hey there everybody, Redx Parasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. We did things in the last episode. I'm gonna run into this loading trigger so we can trigger a fight. So that I don't lose more drive form. But the drive form is actually the clothes, you know, that clothing change actually is reflected in cutscenes, as you can see here. So
What's going on?
another reason that I wanted to
That's the
activate it
town's defense mechanism.
before walking in here.
Yuffie!
Look out!
So, we're gonna get our first look at Valor form here. So this kind of plays a little similarly to how Roxas was with two Keyblades. Obviously, we can attack a lot more, although being in this form, we don't actually have a guard. That was kind of weird. Fight's just over. All right,
Hey, you guys!
that went fast.
I see you're still in top form.
What'd you expect? Looks like you're doing okay.
Well, what did you expect?
How are the others?
Great!
Hey, Yuffie, have you seen the king and Riku?
Nope. But I had a feeling I'd see you guys again.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
Is that supposed to be Leon? Everybody's working on stuff over at Merlins House. Come on.
So we get a map, the area, and I don't know if I had like another tangent, but we'll just run out the rest of our gauge here. So you will stay in the form as long as you have drive gauge left. Once that gauge runs out, you will go back to normal. See if I can make it to this money in time. Oh, just barely. So this is Merlin's house here. We're not gonna go in right away though, because we have some chests to collect. So gonna open up the first one here, the high potion, and get to listen to the Hollow Bastion theme, which is pretty good. It's been slightly remixed from Kingdom Hearts 1, so it's just not the exact same track. Has a little bit different of a feel to it. It's a little bit more upbeat. It's a slight change, but definitely noticeable. We've got some more Heartless to fight here. Oops, there we go. Nothing new right now. Gonna pick up treasure chest over here. AP boost. So this is a pretty important item. So using this will raise your maximum AP by 1. I would recommend using most of these on Sora. Just because he needs more AP than both Donald and Goofy really need, so I would generally give this to Sora unless you have a specific ability or something that you just barely don't have enough AP for Donald and Goofy. And we're at the point now where we don't really have enough abilities to actually even use up all of our AP, so I can go to the abilities tab for Sora, and you know, we have 5 spare AP right now. That will not continue to be the case though. We'll start getting some more abilities soon enough, and not too far from now we'll probably reach the point where we have more abilities than we have AP. So, but for now, if you run along the rampart here, there's a puzzle piece here at the end. So just go through and clear out some of this stuff. So here's Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, Louie. Nope, we have more characters apparently. Oh, there's Yuffie. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, and I have to place the puzzle piece. How could I forget? It's very important. So this one's also a little bit easier because it has the red border on the edges of those pieces that kind of helps you place them a little bit more easily. It will get a lot harder in the future. We also, in that battle, met a new nobody that we haven't encountered before, which is the samurai. However, didn't really get a chance to talk about it that much in that particular fight because it was just over so quickly. But for now, we're gonna head over to Merlin's house. By the way, we won't be able to get this one for quite a while. It's just gonna sit there taunting us for quite some time. So let's head on over to Merlin's house.
Meet the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee.
We missed you.
Well, if you ain't in top shape.
I knew it.
Knew what?
A while back, everyone suddenly remembered you guys, all at the same time.
You remembered? Wait, does that mean you forgot about us?
Thanks.
So where have you guys been all this time?
We were sleeping.
Where? In cold storage?
It doesn't matter. This is great. Everyone's together again.
So, we're trying to find Riku and the king. Have you seen him? Right.
Sorry, but let us know if there's anything we can do to help, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Don't go thanking us just yet.
Hollow Bastion's got a problem. A big problem.
You mean like nobodies and Heartless?
That's right.
Sounds like you could use our help.
Then let's cut to the chase. Sora, Donald, Goofy, we were hoping the three of you might give us a hand around here.
Like we're gonna say no?
I forgot who I'm dealing with.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Just think of it as a sort of Leon compliment.
Follow me to the Bailey. There's something you need to see.
Oh, I thought it was you. Right on time.
It's Merlin.
Sora and the gang said they're gonna help out.
Splendid. We'll count on you.
Right.
Right. Ah, yes. Did you give them the cards, dear?
Oh! Here. They're presents for you. Leon thought you might like to have them.
Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Membership cards.
Kinda cool, huh?
Hey, thanks, Leon. Huh? Oh no, we're supposed to be at the Bailey.
Just a moment, Sora. What about your magic? Huh? Oh, that's right. Maybe you forgot it while you were asleep. Now, what am I to do with you? I suppose I'll have to lend you a few spells, but be careful with them. Thanks, Merlin. To the Bailey, and fast. So we got ourselves some membership cards, plus Blizzard. So now we can do magic. So we can access it through the menu, but by far the easiest way to use magic is via the shortcut. So I'm going to put it on one of those in a minute. So MP works a little bit differently in this game than in Kingdom Hearts 1. Basically, you have your bar, and once you use up the bar, you'll go into MP recharge, where you can't use magic. And that's when it turns that like purplish color. And then once it's back to full, you can use magic again, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna add Blizzard. So they already put it on circle. Just put it on square as well, just because why not? It's the only magic that we have right now. And we got a bunch of new characters. So Squall Leonhardt, Sid, Aerith, Yuffie, and Merlin. Of course, the story has been updated as well. There's a save point there. I'm not going to use that just now, but there's also a puzzle piece in here. So you can get this pretty much any time, but may as well get it now. We'll go and put that in place. So top left corner. This one also only has 12 pieces. Some of the later puzzles will have quite a bit more than that. So the enemies here should respawn now that we went in the house, or maybe not. I guess we haven't gone, we only went one room away. That's why they haven't respawned yet. So, and head over here to the Bailey and see what Squall wanted us to.
Look at that.
Oh,
We want to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better. There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything. Except for that and that.
we'll handle them.
Well, that's good to hear. So, Sora, do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry about are the nobodies.
And those Organization XIII guys in charge, too.
You called?
You're doing well.
Who's that?
This calls for a celebration.
So, we've got ourselves a bit of a fight here. Also a new theme. A new battle theme, that is. This is Desire for All That Is Lost. So, we have to defend the gate here. And so the enemies will try to approach the gate and attack it. So if it does, it'll take damage, and I don't think there's any way to get that back. So basically, if it takes any damage, it's stuck with that. So do your best to try to prevent the enemies from interacting with them. So these samurai enemies, the reaction command, which I paused to do because, you know, reaction time. We go into the duel stance, and if you saw the menu there on the left, there was, oops, better take care of these enemies over here. But that duel stance, if you find the end command and then hit that before it, nope. Oh wow, there's like a lot of them around here. Yeah, my practice run went a little bit cleaner than this, but not too difficult to fight. But yeah, if you hit that before, like within a certain time limit, then you will just instantly kill them. If not, then you take a lot of damage. So I shouldn't be going after that one. I should be going after the enemies close to the gate. That would be a good strategy.
The Keyblade. A truly marvelous weapon. Were it only in more capable hands.
Show yourselves!
Organization 13!
Good, now we can settle this.
What a shame. And here I thought we could be friends.
Stop! What's the big idea?
Oopsie daisy.
Move!
Now, do you think that's polite? Shutting me down like that?
I said get out of the way!
As if. You can talk all you want, but that won't change a thing.
Then we are gonna make you move.
See, that would work if I were just any old dude. Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old about me.
Huh, tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me?
That's right! He used to give me that same exact look.
I guess you think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know. Be a good boy now.
Wait! That's he got away.
That was weird. Who gave him the same look?
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Only one me. The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Wow!
Huh?
What's this?
Gorge, you think?
Oh, now I get it. That must have been the gate Yen Sid talked about.
Oh boy!
Sorry to run, Leon. But other worlds are calling.
Organization 13. They look tough. Be careful out there.
See you soon.
I failed to mention this before, but this is Sora's theme. It's pretty good. So got ourselves another secret anthem report.
Do my eyes deceive me? Does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade? He's nothing but a boy.
Give him a chance. It means he's straight as an arrow. He's pure of heart, unlike all of us here.
He had better be, or else he's worthless.
I truly hope he's enjoying himself on his adventure. Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
You act as though you have a conscience. When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
Truer words were never spoken. Well, I suppose the fun will have to wait.
Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves.
Gentlemen, the hero of the Keyblade has embarked on a new adventure. Make sure it is one he will remember. Now go.
One thing I really like about replaying this game, and this applies to other games in the Kingdom Hearts series as well, but if you know... Thanks for interrupting me, Chip. If you know the voices, which if you play the games enough, you'll know who's speaking in these cutscenes. So even though you can't see their faces, you can still figure out, this is who's talking.
It's gone!
And now we really can't get back to Twilight Town. So, game takes us back out to the world map here, but I'm actually going to jump back in here for a moment. Just because there's actually a puzzle piece that we can get now that's at the Bailey, but of course the game kind of kicks you out before you have the opportunity to grab it. So I'm just going to go back in and grab it before I end this episode. So you know what? I can do some dry form here. And of course, I killed all the enemies, so let's head to the next area so we can get a little bit more use out of it. You can manually cancel out of it by hitting the revert option there if you want, but of course, got some more enemies to fight coming up here, so we'll make use of it. So, as I was trying to mention in the previous fight they were using Valor Form, you don't have a guard in this fight, so in this form, I can speak words. So you have to be a little bit more careful, because this is more of an offensive based form. So here's the puzzle piece. This is actually on a completely different puzzle, by the way. So we're working on 3 of them already. So this is the duality puzzle. This is, I think, the first one that actually flips the orientation on you. So I believe that is the correct orientation for that piece, and I think that's the right place. So I'm also going to read this report before signing out. So this is Secret Anthem Report 7. While beings born of darkness and those lacking hearts may find them convenient, it is dangerous for others to make much use of the corridors of darkness. Darkness erodes the heart. In search of a place to proceed with my research and planning away from prying eyes, I find myself in Twilight Town. It is a quiet village, forgotten in the chasm between light and darkness. I situated myself in the basement of an abandoned mansion, standing beyond the woods. My underground research resulted in one new discovery after another. When a Heartless is born, the body and soul left behind are reborn into this world as a different being. They possess different intentions than their Heartless brethren, and while it is unclear what these sentient things are after, it would appear they are responsible for much bedlam in the world. My erstwhile friend, the King, and his subjects, along with a hero wielding the Keyblade, are battling the Heartless even as a new threat approaches. This new threat, they have given themselves a fitting name, I suppose, these non-beings, nobodies. A great number of nobodies have lost human form, as have the Heartless. Yet the nobody born of someone with a strong heart retains its shape, but with the faintest visible changes. It appears my betrayers have retained their human forms as nobodies, and are gathering more followers in hopes of furthering a new scheme. Organization XIII, formed of 13 nobodies with my betrayers at its core, has divided in 2. They are said to be carrying out some sort of research. Seeking to uncover the plans of this organization, I have decided to head for where 6 of its members have gathered, towering over the outer limits of the realm between light and darkness, Castle Oblivion. So Castle Oblivion, we get a bunch of character files for Organization XIII, but we don't know who they are yet. So Castle Oblivion was the site of Chain of Memories. And actually, if you're wondering why there weren't 13 organization members in that previous cutscene, it's because some of them actually perished in Castle Oblivion in Chain of Memories. So there aren't actually a total of 13 organization members left right now. It is currently at 8. So we got ourselves a new ability as well that we can equip. So we'll go ahead and do that. So I believe that's about it. Also, you can run around in the first-person mode. Huh? This is interesting and different. So I guess before I head out, we can do a little bit more fighting. The area where the organization gathers there. It's a room called Where Nothing Gathers, which is a super cool name, by the way. Really like the aesthetic of that area. So of course, you know, a lot of white again. Seems to be a popular decorating feature or color in the Kingdom Hearts world. So almost done here. Just kind of doing a few things. So we're gonna head back to Merlin's house. We'll get back to the world map, and that's where I'll leave off. So, we are almost there. We're just going to head back. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I have been Rex Parasite, signing out.